Hello Cancer, welcome to your February 2023 reading with Angel Wise Love Tarot. This is a love reading, but we'll see what else plays out in the energies. We're going to do some Beatles songs to get an idea of the theme, may or may not resonate. This leapt out, so let's see who needs help and where they need it. So we've got for no one, and we've got good morning, good morning. Okay, so I'm going to do a column for you, for your energies. Then I'm going to do a column for your person, and then we're going to look at mutual energies, see if you are on the same page, as it were. Oh, we have Three of Swords for you, first energy. So it looks like you've been through something tough, something that's hurt you. It could be recent, it could be in the distant past, but you've got help there. So it could be that you need help getting over it. You're still not quite there, and you've got, raindrops. But the heart is not bleeding, so the heart is starting to heal. It's just, you still have these kind of little scars where you've been through something painful. Oh, we've got the Five of Cups as well. So we've got this person. Perhaps this is actually the reality of what's going on. Perhaps you're sort of stuck in this situation where you're kind of regretting the past, and you're looking at that and you're missing the opportunities ahead of you. You've got these two cups, and you've got a bridge over the water to, maybe something else, maybe this lovely castle in the background there. We obviously, things that have hurt us, we do think about them, of course, but it's just important not to get so caught up in those that you are missing the positive things that are around you and always are around you. Then we have the Five of Swords. So this is somebody, this is kind of like a winner and a loser, if you can call it that. It looks like this is the victim and somebody walking away, but the way that person's looking after that one as they go, it's kind of like it perhaps was a hollow victory. So it could just be and fives are kind of like, this is conflict, but it can be change, it can be shift, it can be, you're in the middle of a cycle, it's been trundling along, and now you've got to this point where it's okay, now change is happening. It's kind of enough's enough. It's either different things start to happen, but usually it's when you yourself move on and then those things happen for you. So it looks like something's very sad for you. It may have been recent, so you're not there yet, or it could just be that you as I say, with this person kind of reflecting, it could be that you're not perhaps allowing yourself, you're finding it difficult to get to that point where you can feel you can move on, but it's important that you try and do that. Let's see what else comes out. But I think that help, that could just be a cry for help, someone to understand you, help you through it, something like that. Let's see what's in your person's energies, if this is what's going on here. Good morning, good morning. I mean, that sounds quite sort of positive and upbeat, doesn't it? You've got the Seven of Cups, which is choices, some better than others, and I think it's about, sometimes you think you've got a lot of choice, you can't make a decision, but you can see that there's weight, if you sort of look through them and attach a weight to them. I think that, you've got a lovely diamond, that looks like a golden snitch to me, but you've got a snake, a dragon, a crown. You've got the Queen of Wands as well. So interesting, actually, because the Queen of Wands is a strong figure and passionate and independent, and a lot of people admire her, and she can be seen as unattainable. And I like the way in this deck, this Gift Republic deck, they've kind of made it almost look like, barbs, these wands, like she is a little bit unattainable. There could be something in that. Let's see what else is coming up. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this could be someone, and it doesn't have to be a she, but we'll just take it as the Queen of Wands energy. But this person, perhaps they had a lot of options, but it doesn't necessarily mean in love. It might be that, but it could just be that they had a lot of things they needed to do, or a lot of areas to focus on, leading to their Ten of Pentacles. This is a point of, you know, sort of stability and material wealth, and you know, being in quite a strong place, and it could just be that this, you know, this was another area of focus for them. It was kind of like love wasn't their main focus. That's a possibility. We'll see with the mutual energies if we can tell a bit more about what those options are in terms of the cups. Okay, we've got the Hanged Man that turned over. We've got the Seven of Swords. And we've got the Star. So that's rather a lovely card to be the final one that's pulled. So, you know, you've got the Hanged Man in the middle, this joint energy. It's interesting. I was reading these across as a theme. I wasn't necessarily reading those as part of the columns, but sometimes some of them do seem to make sense. I mean, for no one, it could just be that, you know, you're not sort of putting yourself out there for each other. This person has these options, they're focusing on these options. The result then is actually potentially no one's doing anything, but this time out, maybe this time out was needed. There's different perspectives. This kind of like, okay, you know, I'm busy, I've got a lot going on, I'm actually feeling really hurt. By this person, you know, or by a past situation that is then affecting this one. That's a possibility as well. And it could be that a change of perspective is needed. It could be that these people are in separation while this kind of shift of perspective needs to happen. You know, as I say, you've still got this person in the pain, and then the betrayal, and then still feeling sad about that. And I know, you know, cancers are very sensitive and emotional. I think sometimes people don't realize how much they've hurt you, and I think you can be really wounded, and maybe sometimes you need to sort of express that, because I think a lot of the time people don't realize, if you put, you know, you've got your tough outer shell there, and they don't realize that once you let them in, they actually can really wound you. So you've got this Seven of Swords. You've got somebody sort of strategically avoiding conflicts and moving away from something. Again, that's a possibility. It could be that, you know, both of you, as it's in the mutual energies, both of you decided to do that. You know, perhaps this person had so much going on and they wanted to focus on that. They didn't want to hurt you any more than you clearly already been hurt. Perhaps you already feeling that way were kind of, you know, had high expectations of this situation, and maybe you've taken some things personally that weren't meant to be. That's a possibility as well for some of you. You've got the, you know, like I say, this sort of, maybe you feel like that person's won, and but they haven't really. But there's this optimism in the Star here. It's a lovely card. It's kind of, you know, it's just hope and faith and something beautiful, and it's major arcana, so it's something powerful. And the fact that it's in your mutual energies and it's towards, you know, it's the last card I pulled. I think this is showing that this is how you feel. I think you do both care. I think you do both hope that maybe some good will come of it. Now, whether that means that you think you could get back together in the future, or there's something, you know, I mean, I get this completely. It's kind of somebody felt they needed to be in a better place, to have a stronger base, to have a relationship. It's not necessarily the case, but I think a lot of us feel that way, because if you don't feel steady going to a relationship, you can, you know, you can go be in a shaky ground a little bit. And also you don't want to sort of, it could be this person didn't want to bring previous troubles into a new relationship, so they thought, okay, I'll focus on these sorts of things that I know I need to get sorted so that doesn't affect a relationship. Whereas this person, they could have taken it personally, or they could be you know, looking for something sort of a bit emotional, and feeling like that's not there because this person has got their, you know, sensible head on, so to speak. But as I say, the star, in the mutual energy, this hope and faith, I think there's something strong, and definitely, you know, potential there. So best of luck for you, Cancer. I really hope you have a good February, and I'll catch up with you again in March. Bye bye.